Fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Of course, everybody looks forward to the big offensive fireworks from George Foreman and that wrecking ball right hand. But how is the offense of George Foreman affected tonight, facing such an awkward, athletic, unorthodox kind of guy?
Yeah, well, I think he better be a construction crew that's building something instead of just taking something down. You know, he's got to change his thought pattern a little. If he's just a wrecking ball, you know, sometimes that wrecking ball goes in, and, you know, if it's an abandoned building and the walls are already weak, that wrecking ball just falls through it, and, you know, it gets out of position. I mean, it just keeps going on in the sky a little bit. You don't want that to be the case when you're the fighter throwing that wrecking ball punch, because now you go forward, you fall out of position. So I think that he's got to have a little bit of an approach where he's going to do a little construction work, a little, put his hard hat on, and, you know, bring his work belt, and do a few other things like.
Oh, Roy Jones Jr.'s down. Jones goes down and is beating the count from the referee. Teddy, what should we be looking for here?
For a way to survive. Now, we've talked about how technically Jones does a lot of things wrong. There better be one thing he does right, and that's tie up.
Foreman's in control now, scores a knockdown in the last round. Teddy, you think he's going to go after it here when this next Jones Jr., no matter what sport he was going to apply himself to, he was going to be a pro. He was going to be successful. If he played football, this is a guy that could have been a great defensive back. If he had taken on baseball at a young age, he would have made the major leagues. We know what he would have done in basketball. He's an accomplished basketball player as it is. You agree with that?
Well, to a certain extent, I do, because obviously he has good athletic genes. He is an athlete. He's a guy that possesses really tremendous physical abilities. But his temperament, he's a guy who's confident. He's a guy that's stubborn, a guy that wants to prove you wrong and make himself right. He's a guy who's really determined to get his way.
Nice strike after catching one by Roy Jones Jr. Gets rid of that effort. That punch just close. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Good looking counter punch. Foreman's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Good job landing 3 punches by Roy Jones. George Foreman's cut is right near his eye. That's the last place his corner's going to want to see any damage. George Foreman's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. What did we learn about Roy Jones as an amateur, about what he brings into the ring? I mean, the guy went 121 wins as an amateur and racked up as many medals and honors as he could.
Well, I'll tell you what we learned about Jones. Very gifted, tremendous talent, speed, and power. Great mix of the two. And he found a way to make wrong right. He breaks the rule book on technical things, on as far as the approach of how you should do boxing 101. He pulls back when you shouldn't pull back. He drops his hands when you shouldn't drop your hands. But he has the speed, the timing, the anticipation, the confidence to make it right.
has always made a point of it to be the more active guy, that if you put forth, he's going to put forth a little more, and the punch stats reveal that.
Well, when you have fast hands, what's the sense of having speed if you don't use it? He goes about using it.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Very well done by both men to fire off those right hands. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roy Jones Jr. Right back downstairs. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. How they're going to be remembered.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Halfway through round number 4. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roy Jones Jr. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Off to the side. A little swing and a miss going upstairs. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by George Foreman. And a stabbing right hand by Roy Jones. There it is! Roy Jones Jr.'s almost out of it there. He was stunned. Well, and that's exactly what he deserved. The ref getting involved, warning him for the headbutt. The ref's not going to tolerate it. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.
I know I cursed at your name and then laughed. I know I found it a name that been cast. The servant to the groveling frame is